Hey guys, here we've got the Burton AK Velocity Gore-Tex Anorak, courtesy of Gravity Sports up at Mount Bachelor.
Thanks, guys.
James has got the large on, and I'm trying the medium here. My fit in this is, like most Burton mediums, pretty much perfect. Great arm length. This is what I prefer, slightly on the longer end, especially in mediums. Sometimes I can wear a large, but mostly medium. Great length. And tons of room in the shoulders and chest. There's serious freedom of movement for me in this jacket.
Yeah, the same for me too.
Yeah.
I'm really, so being like an XL chest, medium arm, and large body length, the large is my best compromise, but this doesn't, it's not too long in the sleeves. Let's see, yeah. So it doesn't look bad, especially with a glove on for me. It's a little round and narrow in the shoulders, but in terms of the way the fit looks, but not in terms of the room I have to move.
Yeah.
So I've got lots of movement. I've got lots of room for layering. And I really like this fit for me. Other than, I love a more pronounced shoulder. But other than that, it's a really solid fit. And Burton knows how to build a jacket around a wide variety of body types that's flattering, and this is one of those.
Yeah, and as far as the construction goes on this, like I said before, it's a 2-layer Gore-Tex. So it's nylon. It's got a Gore-Tex membrane. It's a full floating taffeta lining here. We've got a YKK Vislon AquaGuard waterproof zip here in the front, which is probably the best zip, in my opinion, for any outerwear, for snow purpose at least. And you got a coated waterproof chest pocket here. On the side, you've got your standard zips with that flap over. One cool thing about the construction of this is there's a heavier, more abrasion resistant, a higher denier fabric on these panels, these dark green panels, the solid panels on the side. It's not quite Cordura, but it just seems to be a lot heavier and real abrasion resistance where your arms are going to be floating through. And also that's where you're most likely going to be doing that full zip to get it on and off, which is kind of, it's not how you've got to put it on, but it's so much easier with an Anorak just to go ahead and unzip it rather than try to go through.
It's a thick, burly jacket.
Yeah, it's got some weight to it, but it's not heavy by any means. Just compared to the 3-layer stuff we've been trying today,
right.
It's a little heavier, but
and even with, just a touch heavier, I'd say, than some of your average shells. Like if you compare this to the AK Cyclic,
right?
It would just be a little bit, but they're both kind of in that well made. But the construction's flawless too. I mean. And it should be for this price point, so it's not like, yay, good job. It's just like, yeah, okay, it's flawless, and it should be, because it's Gore-Tex.
Yeah.
But shall we get into
try on
that good old...
And we already know, based on most Burton hoods, that this is going to be a good one.
Well, you never know. Not all hoods are made the same.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes one hood's like amazing, the next isn't, but for the large, I'm on a Smith Vantage. Man, this is good. You were right.
The contour, yeah.
With this one, the contoured hood, there's so much room. There's so much room to move, even tightened up for it to fit right for me. I have to tighten it up a lot, and this is a reduced profile Smith Vantage helmet. But look at this. This is why I love contoured. It just fits around so well and protects you on the chair ride up. Really seals off the sides here. The articulating hoods get these little points here, so everything's blocked except for 2 points, and then you're freezing right here. Even with a face mask sometimes if it's really cold, biting, wet winds. But then as you ride down, you can get your mouth out, and I could just, there's just no restriction. So this could handle a much bigger helmet, much more bubble-heady helmet. So that's really cool. Then this is a great cuff, that same asymmetrical cuff, and it's so easy over these gloves, these AK Guide gloves that I have. that I would even tighten it up a bit, where usually I put it all the way out so it's just easy on and off. This can go over a little easier than your average Burton cuff, and it's a great fit that way.
Yeah, and just to touch a little bit on construction with the cuffs, and we've seen this before in some of the AK stuff. Instead of, you can see here, instead of ending the outer fabric and doing a taped seam there, Burton puts the outer fabric and wraps it all the way around and goes down probably over 2 inches, maybe 3 here in the front where it's a little longer. They're asymmetrical. So long-term durability, it's gonna work great.
And that's the thing about Burton's price point, and like high-end brands like Volcom and Burton and Patagonia, you know, the big brands that are really reaching deep. When they make a Gore-Tex jacket and you see that higher price point, sometimes you're like, well, what the hell? You know, this is Gore-Tex, the same waterproofing, breathability, but these are the little things that add up and bump up the price point, but make it such a better long-term jacket in terms of reliability.
And that's why Burton gives a lifetime guarantee on all their AK products.
Yeah, and that's, you know, hey, while this color and this jacket I might not get, I can see how somebody else totally would, because it really does a good job. But let's get into pit zips.
Nice.
Ha ha!
Well, this one goes also like more than just it's a full body
dude,
zip.
but it's double open up.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That is great. I got excited for a second, and then I realized this is the in and out. So that's really cool, and I'm gonna leave them open.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
We've got the heater coming right up through here, so perfect. Bad place, but the only place in our studio. Let's talk pockets. Just, you know, that nice kind of very smooth, very soft taffeta liner. Got my S10 in here. This is where you want to put it. I'm not really seeing anything out for media there. I am seeing a little media out here, but I would keep my phone up here, because how you would have to do it in here is you have to find it in here and drop it in this pocket inside.
Sleeve, yeah.
But it's a cool pocket, and it could work, and you could run the cord through, and I might give it a go because it fits my S10. So you can see, like, here's my S10, right? And this is where it ends. There's about this much room on either side, so it could even fit a bigger phone. Like, let's say you have a Galaxy Note or one of the biggest of big phones, and it's got that cool insulation, so it keeps your battery going a little longer than it would with another jacket. So I just like the ease of access here, but that is really cool. And at first I was like, I don't like it, but once I played with it just a little bit, I like it. And then the pockets are big, and they go all the way through. You can meet in the middle. Just remember to zip both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got that little sleeve in there. So
Yeah.
you've got a chance.
And that's it. Everything else is pretty minimal, but I feel like I have enough.
Yeah.
With this big pocket, and with the media pocket in there, the little extra pocket here. Let's talk about the liner. It's just that cool, smooth taffeta liner. You got micro fleece around here. I really like it. And then the powder skirt, I'm just leaving this. I wish it could zip away, but it's just stuck here, but I just leave it open all the time. But buttoned up, it's got a good cinch around the waist, and there's jacket to pant compatibility, I believe. Do you feel it back there?
There is.
Yeah, there always is with Burton. So that's pretty cool. But all in all, again, Burton just, you know, you never find these weird things with jackets like these. These just have this just all around well thought out construction.
They're not over designing anything. It's a great Anorak, and it's the only Anorak in their AK line as well.